So in the before times, back in 2015, my adult child, Johnny, invited me to come and hear them preach at a new church group that they had joined called Sanctuary. And I was curious. I also wanted to support my kid, so I decided I would be there. I've been a member of a UU congregation for many years, and Johnny had mentioned that Sanctuary Boston was based on UU principles, so I thought I knew what to expect. What I didn't expect was to fall in love. That evening was so different from any church service I'd ever been a part of. There was so much joy, so much energy, so much spontaneous connection happening. Total strangers welcomed me and invited me into conversation. I don't remember what songs we sang that night. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But I do remember people were on their feet, dancing in the aisles and clapping and singing out and thinking, wait, this is UU Church? Whoa. By the end of that evening, I knew that I wanted more of this, and I couldn't wait to come back for the next time. So fast forward to 2022. Here I am. I served as Sanctuary's treasurer on the board for several years. So I was on the team. I was on the team that shepherded this community through some early years. I've had the great delight of watching us grow into our vision of financially self-sustained community of vibrant worship and real connection. And I'm confident that Sanctuary Boston is positioned to continue to grow and thrive into the future. I look back at my involvement in the past years as an investment of spiritual and physical energy. And the return on that investment has been measured in deep connections and spiritual growth. I look forward to that investment continuing for years to come. So last spring, I was preparing for some pretty major surgery, and I thought it would be a good time to revise my estate plan. I wanted to make sure that my money was going to go to the right places if I wasn't around to use it. And I want to take care of my family, and they will get most of what I leave behind. And I wanted to do more. So I did a little research, and I discovered that I could leave a gift to Sanctuary Boston in a very simple way. I have a retirement account, and I could just designate them as a secondary beneficiary on my retirement account so that when I'm gone, Sanctuary Boston will get a little bit of my money. So shortly after I did that, our Sanctuary community held a 10th anniversary visioning meeting, and a lot of us talked about how we could fund Sanctuary Boston going into the future. One idea that rose to the top was to look for ways to ensure that Sanctuary Boston lasts beyond the next 10 years. And a real powerful way we discovered was to invite each other to make a legacy gift, which simply means making a plan to leave some money or some other resources to an organization after you pass along. So we got to work. We learned all about legacy gifts. We reached out to the experts at the UUA. We went to webinars. We learned all the ins and outs. And then we brought it to our fall retreat and spoke with more folks there, gathered more information on what people's thoughts were. And we wanted to make sure that this project would align with our values here at Sanctuary Boston. We reached out to some community members, and we had some one-on-one conversations with folks about what their hopes and their concerns and questions might be. So now we want to expand this conversation to all of you. Whatever age you are, however much money you have or don't have, we'd like to invite you to learn more about the possibilities of supporting Sanctuary Boston by making a plan for a legacy gift. So on February 16th, from 7 to 8:30 in the evening, we're going to be meeting on Zoom. We're going to have a little information session where we can answer questions, give out information, and have lots of time for conversation. I hope you'll join us. Thank you.